Hey, how y'all doing? Hey girl, hey guys too. This is Miss Tony. Welcome. Come on in the room. We about to talk about it. I'm here to do my review on Ready to Love, my late review. Okay, I've been really busy. I was out of town when the episode came on, but I'm here on a Monday to do my review, give you my thoughts, tell you what I think about who's dateable. And we're going to go from there. It's getting ready to get messy. I can see it's getting ready to get messy. We got some messy boots on here too. And with this Truth or Dare episode, messy. But the people are getting ready to get serious. Everybody got to start making some serious choices, okay? Because time is moving, okay? All right. First of all, like this video. Thank you for showing up. Don't forget your book, Are You Dateable? Amazon.com. Go on Amazon. We see this picture right here. Are you dateable? Tony Hodge, that's me. Go ahead and get you a book. Find out if you're dateable, okay? All right. Thank you in advance. All right. So let's get started. So this episode, we had a cliffhanger. The last episode, it stopped where Precious and AP was getting ready to do, it was standing up for elimination, okay? Demetrius was chosen to, talk to the ladies, let the ladies know whether they were going to stay, who was going to be ready to love or who was not. Now, I think I told you before how these two women were presenting themselves. Precious is leading with her sexuality. AP is introducing, hey, how you doing? My name is AP. I'm a widower. Now, I understand, being sympathetic with people's situations and things that they're going through and all of that. But this is a dating show. You're here to meet someone. You say you're ready to love. You say you want to meet someone. So I'm not asking you to be over your situation. But if you're ready to love, it can't be, the thing that you lead with. Okay? So the guys are saying that Precious it seems like she's still ready to, pop, drop, and lock it, in the club. I think she just got a little tipsy. She a little wild one. She's been a wild one since day one. But I think she got a little tipsy, and so she was a little too playful. And they didn't like that at all. And then AP, like I said, she's introducing herself as a widow. So anyway, Demetrius talks to the ladies. And he said the same thing to Precious, that she seemed like she was ready for the club. She need to dial it down, get serious, let people know who she really is. Because the guys at this point in their age, that's what they say, that they're not looking for that type of energy. So she's going to have to figure out what she wants, what she's looking for. Then AP, she was chosen to go home. They said she wasn't ready to love. She got a little in her... 101, she said, what are they, psychiatrists or whatever, psychics, whatever. But I guess sometimes we can't see ourselves, and maybe she didn't really realize that she was leading, with everything as I'm a widow. So if that's how you feel, that's fine. Take some more time to grieve, take some more time for therapy, get yourself together, before you present yourself to someone, because that is not the first thing that someone want to hear when they meet you is, hey, my name is AP and I just lost my husband. And I'm not sure, and I can't remember how many years ago that she lost her husband. But take your time, sweetheart, to get over it, because I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not saying nobody wants to hear that. But hey, if it's the first thing that you talk about, then you're still dealing with it, okay? All right, that's that on that. So AP went home. Precious come on. She's ready to love. She's still in the game. So they meet up with Tommy, and he talks to him. He tell everybody that it's in the ladies' hands this week. Where they get a chance to send someone home. There's no more blind dates. So everybody that's here is here, and it's time to really get serious. And pick who you really want. So. Let me see what happens. Then they start doing some dates, okay? And the first date, Joy and no, they do a dinner. I'm sorry. They go to dinner, and this is when this Truth or Dare mess comes along. And they're all sitting at the table, eating, having a good time. And then Laverne, he says, let's play truth or dare. Now, Joy, she's all for it, and I think she's a little messy, okay? I'm going to tell you why. But she's all for the truth or dare, which, I mean, I don't know. These adults, I think that it's not a good game to play. You're an adult. You don't want to be putting things on the table. But anyway, they did it. So, Sabrina was the first one. Sabrina, I think, Tina was the first one. The one that came in, that went on a date with Wiley, okay? And she was the first one. She chose, she wanted a dare. And so he dared her to go and lay her hands on the chest of the man that she, felt like she had the best connection with. And so she got up and she went to Paul. So Paul is the older guy, and I think he's 47, she's 31. She's the one that Wiley, thought maybe he would have a connection with because she was more closer to his age, but she chose Paul. I don't really have a lot to say about that. That's going to be interesting, to see how that works out. But I'm not sure what she's looking for. If she chooses somebody 47 years old, she's still young. And I just don't understand it, okay? Then the next one, I think, was Sabrina. I may not say them in order, but I'm going to say them, okay? Sabrina, I think Donovan asked her to do a truth or dare. She decided to do a dare. Now, she is torn between Tori and Demetrius. So she gets up. Before she gets up, Joy with her messy self holler, Tori, go ahead and stand up. Tori, go ahead and get ready. Now, see, that ain't none of your business, Joy. You all in these people's business. Keep your mouth closed, because this is a dating game. So you're the only person that's locked in. You locked in on Cliff, and these other people are choosing. They have a couple other options. You have a one option. So be quiet, Joy, when the time comes, because people are in between. They trying to make a decision. You already made a decision, okay? So you just, you just stay out of people's business, okay? Thank you. Hey, girl, hey. So anyway, Miss Sabrina gets up, honey, and she trots over there to Demetrius, honey. Oh, and nibbles on his ear. Now, Tori felt some type of way about it because he thought they had been making some type of connection. And but she went on to sit down, and then who else was it? Of course, Joy. She got up and she kissed Clifton on the lips, and and then he asked Carmen, who did she think, was she making connections with anyone, and who was it? And was there anyone significant? And I liked the way she answered the question, because she didn't answer the question. She said, yes, I am making connections with someone, and there is someone or somebody's that I am interested in. And that was all she said. Good job, Carmen, honey. Don't open up, and let the only person that you need to be opening up to the person that you are liking. That's the one that you need to be sharing, because people get real messy. Okay, girl? Did good, Carmen. All right, Carmen is coming through for me, all right? So then after the dinner, they start setting up separate dates. Joy and Precious set up a date with Wiley, Clifton, and I think it's Donovan. Yeah. So they go to like an adult jungle gym, which was interesting. And they are all on this, at this jungle gym. And Precious is talking to, I believe it's Demetrius. It's Demetrius, yeah. Demetrius, she's talking to Demetrius. And Demetrius, she's trying to prove to him and telling him, her clubbing days are over, and it's almost like she begging, baby, give me one more chance, baby, give me one more chance. Girl, listen, be yourself. If that is who you are, that's who you are. And maybe none of these people, could be a date for you, could not be a match for you. But you don't change who you are. If you're a fun girl and a professional in the daytime, baby, and fun girl at night, that's you. Be you. Because if you start changing to make somebody else happy with you, you're not going to be happy yourself. Okay? So, Precious, listen. You over there trying to tell Demetrius, to give you a chance, to look at you a different way. They're not going to do it. Once you showed them who you was, honey, they all believe it. And now it's embedded in their head. They got this impression on you. You know how they said it. First impression is the lasting impression. So unfortunately for you, Precious, I don't know how you're going to redeem yourself because everybody is seeing you as a party girl. You had one drunken night, honey, and you played around with everybody. So I don't know how this is going to work out for you, but we're going to see, okay? You got off the chopping block the last time. So I hope you don't get back on there the next time, you know, the men, you know, get the vote. So anyway, Joy talks to Wiley, you know, and she's just really saying, you know, behind the scenes, you know, that Wiley knows how to flirt, but he doesn't know how to make a connection, you know. So Wiley is not doing really well. He just, you know, I guess he don't know how to move forward. He knows how to approach a woman, and he got a nice smile. He's nice personality and everything, but I don't think he knows what the next step is. You know, hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? You know, I like to stay in contact with you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever your next steps are. I don't think Wiley knows how to go to the next step, okay? So, unfortunate for Wiley, he's not, you know, faring very well right now, okay? Clifton is just floating around. He ain't doing nothing because he already know him and Joy have chose each other, so I don't even know why he showed up. She should have picked somebody else, you know, that could really be a part, you know, kind of see, you know, if anybody could, you know, hook up with, you know, Precious. But she brought her man Clifton with her, and he was just swinging around, you know. So anyway, then next, Sabrina, she meets up with Tori because she feels real bad. She says she still have a connection with him, but she, you know, she's not ready to make a decision. So Tori's feeling some type of way. He's like, well, you know, hey, I don't want to be playing no games with you. If I'm not, you know, the one. She said, oh, you know, she's telling him he's basically still in the running. And I guess that's the thing, you know, with this particular dating situation is that, you know, you have a choice between 2 or 3 people that you have to choose from, but eventually you're going to have to narrow the thing down. So even at this far in the game, Sabrina is between 2 guys. The bad part about for Sabrina is Tori is into her and she's into Demetrius, but Demetrius is not making no moves. He say he's into her, but he ain't I don't see him going to step 1, step 2, step 3. I haven't seen them on any dates or anything. So I think she could be making a bad choice unless Demetrius step up his game. You know, she could be losing Tori when she could have, you know, while she's chasing, you know, Demetrius. So we'll see how that works out. You better watch it, Sabrina, girl. You're going to mess around and not have nobody, because if Tori, you know, choose somebody else and then Demetrius goes somewhere else, then you're going to be left out messing around, you know, with Demetrius, and he moving real slow. I don't know what's wrong with him. But anyway, so then we have another date set up. We have Ace and Laverne and Tina, which is the new girl. And let's see, it might have been Precious, I'm not sure. But it's a few, they all get together and they go out, hang out. Paul is there and everything. And so they all are having a good time. Everybody mixing and mingle. Paul is talking to Tina, you know, getting to know her a little bit. And Laverne is talking to Ace, you know, which is supposed to be his main one. And then he's talking to Ace, telling her she's still, you know, serious about her, but I don't see him doing nothing at all. Then he talks to Tina. And he tells Tina that he really don't trust none of these folks around here, you know, because they saying that he's not really mixing and mingling. So it's a very awkward situation, you know. Carmen talks to Paul. And Carmen and Paul have a date. I'll tell you about that. So, but everybody's mixing and mingling, but I didn't see anything really happening on this particular date, you know. I didn't see anybody just really connected. Carmen do go on a date with Paul, and she gets real sexual. I'm not trying to be funny, you know, these are grown people. They're in their 40s and everything, so I guess it's okay. But he's talking about, can I feed you your pickle? And she's like, oh, yes, I like to be fed. Are you going to give it to me? I mean, listen, honey, I don't see any conversations that are taking place about, you know, your life, my life, you know, where we go from here, you know. Maybe they're doing this behind the scene. Maybe they exchanging phone numbers and they're talking to each other or something like that. But I don't see anything that's going on with any of these people that are connecting. I don't understand, you know, how are they feeling each other, because I haven't seen anything. Like even with the chef, Nikita, she's flirting with him, but he says he likes her. But I haven't seen, maybe they're going to go on a date soon. I mean, these people got to get to moving. I mean, I haven't seen no dates, and there's no more singles going to be added. So it's time for everybody to start connecting. So hopefully in this next episode, people can start having some real serious dates. But right now, it's all surface. So I don't see any matches just yet. So that was that. And then they go to deliberation and go to the table, and the ladies get to choose who's going home. So they talk about it. Basically, nobody's really choosing, picking Wiley. He's kind of the man out. Nobody's really connecting with him. He doesn't know how to go to, phase 2, step 2. So he gets on the chopping block. And then Laverne, a lot of people just couldn't connect with him at all because he seemed to be real closed off. I don't know what he wants. Well, he's messed himself. But Ace likes him, so he's I don't know, but anyway, he goes on the chopping block. So at the end of the day, Joy is the one that ends up telling Wiley he ends up going home, that he's not dateable, and so Wiley is out. Bless his heart. I don't think this particular format was good for him. Maybe he didn't know how to maneuver in this situation. I liked Wiley too. So, but for now, we still have, the other men and women, and we'll see next episode to see, what's really going on, because it's kind of getting kind of boring because I don't see no connection. So let me just give you my opinion of what I think. Who's dateable? Let's see here. Who do I have? I have Ace. Ace is liking Laverne, so they may be able to try to come up with something, Laverne seems to be real messy, real boring to me. So, but Ace, she ain't got no fire in her, no way. So they might be a good couple. That might be a match. And then we got Precious. She's liking Paul, but Paul ain't thinking about her, and Donovan ain't thinking about her either. So I think Precious gonna be going home when the men get ready to deliberate, unless she hook up with somebody else. And I don't know who that somebody else could be, but don't seem like they not really into her. Donovan could be into her, but she's liking Demetrius, and Demetrius, is not. That's what she was begging at the jungle place, trying to convince him that she's different, But so she could hook up with Donovan, but Paul is done with her anyway. So, in my opinion, Carmen says she likes Paul. She said she saw a sexual side of him. I told you Joy was messy. She started laughing, giggling. Okay, just because you don't see a sexual side in him, Joy, don't mean he have a sexual side. I mean, these two mature adults, and they may have found, something, that they like about each other. Then you have Sabrina. She's confused, honey. She don't know. Between Tora and Demetrius, she better go with somebody that like her. A woman needs to make sure that the man like you more than you like him. Now, that's what they told me years ago, because it's easier for a woman to fall in love than excuse me, than a man. So Tori is really, into you, and you really into Demetrius. And if it was me, I would pick Tori, because you can learn, if he's good to you, you can learn to love him a little bit more. You already like him. But, with Demetrius, seemed like to me you chasing him. All right, so then Nakia, she's stuck on Eric, who is the chef, and so she's feeling him, and he said he's feeling her. So we'll see if they go on some dates and really, mesh, because I haven't seen no dates yet, but they are attracted to each other. That's her number one pick, look like right now. Okay, and like I said, Joy and Clifton, I guess eventually they're going to have a date, or they're going to really, solidify their situation, so, because they seem to be locked in. She seemed to be more locked in than he is, because Clifton is open to meeting other people, and he's open to dating and getting to know someone else. So, but he likes Joy, and Joy is his number one, but he's still keeping his options open, and I like that, Clifton. Joy, she just shut down. Her options is done. So, I don't know about Joy. And then Tina, she probably is looking for, I guess she's looking for a sugar daddy. I don't know. I'm sorry, Tina. You're probably not looking for a sugar daddy, but you're a young, beautiful young lady, 31 years old. Paul is 47 years old. You got a child. and he might could be real good to you, you know, but if you wanted to have more children, I don't know if he would be willing, you know, to have any more children or whatever, but it could be a good match. You know, I wouldn't have chosen him. I think that you have probably a little bit more living to do, changing, you know, is 31 years old, you know, as women and men too, but as women, we go through different phases in our life. So at 31 years old, you're in a phase right now that Paul has already went through. So, you know, that could be, you know, a difference, and it might not be a match, but who knows? I don't know everything. But anyway, so Wiley went home, and everybody else is, you know, still there, really throwing their hat in the ring. Right now, I don't see anybody that's a couple to me that's dateable, but Nakia and maybe the chef. So we'll just see how that works out, okay? But that's the episode. It wasn't that much to me, so it's a quick video. But I'm really hoping that the matches pick up, you know, that people start having some serious dates and some serious conversations and some serious connections. Because right now, you know, it's just all, you know, everybody look like they just going through the motion right now. So hang in there. I'm going to hang in there till the end, and we're going to see what happened, all right? I'll see you all next Friday for Ready to Love review. All right. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, guys, too.